Welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Wisdom, just got done an accelerated retirement live trade brief. Great session. We legged into an iron condor on Facebook, similar to the iron condor that we legged into yesterday on Apple, thinking that a lot of these tech stocks tend to channel into earnings. It's not like Apple or, Apple's going to come out with the iPhone 82.5 in front of earnings, or Tim Cook's going to make some massive announcement. They tend to enter a quiet period in front of earnings. They channel and then make that earnings move. So the iron condor we legged into yesterday in the primary live trade brief is up 43%, $1,400. So we're looking at a potential, if Apple stays in between these two uprights, between 122 and 117 over the next week and a half. It expires next Friday. That's a $3,300 gain on $4,200 in risk. I'll take that all day, all night. So hopefully we don't get a Florida State move to the right or to the left outside of the uprights here, and that's going to be a really nice trade on Apple. Same thing with Facebook. Looking at a similar risk to reward ratio. Biggest thing on my radar before we get tactical is, folks, we're essentially wallowing into the inauguration. I mean, crap. I saw a guy lit himself on fire in front of the Trump Towers this morning in Washington. I mean, really, dude, you don't have anything better to do with your time instead of spending the rest of your life in pain? I got to be honest with you, man. Could you imagine if 30, 40, whatever it is right now, white lawmakers decided to boycott Obama's administration 8 years ago? What the hell the media would be doing, and liberals and Democrats? I mean, folks, respect the office. You don't have to respect the person. I said that about Obama all the time. As a naval officer, as a Navy fighter pilot, thought the guy was awful, but I had to respect the position. He's the commander-in-chief. He's the president. He deserved the respect of the position. I thought he was a Manchurian candidate, community organizer, a Harvard professor who destroyed our country. But you go to respect the peaceful transition of power. You don't want to go to the inauguration, Congressman Lewis, which you got caught in a lie yesterday, saying this is the first time in 30 years I'm not going to inauguration. You did the same crap with George Bush. Send me your ticket, because I'd like the good seats. Seeing a little bit of a drag on the market as well over lower oil prices, and people are just a little cautious going to the inauguration. I've said this for about a month after the election. I said I would not be near any Trump Tower anywhere around the world around the inauguration. If you're staying right now at the Trump Tower in Brunei or Malaysia or something like that, Indonesia, I'd be checking out right now. So knock on wood, everything is a little smooth through the inauguration. He doesn't say anything super crazy. He doesn't hammer China and Russia. I think he goes down the fairway, especially since President Xi, which was incredible. He's over in Davos, the first Chinese premier to be over in Davos in the echo chamber of rich people talking about populism in the middle class. But Xi actually sounded like the capitalist. Nobody wins in a trade war, and Trump's over here sounding like the communist. Hey, you're not leaving this country. If you do, I'm going to slap you with a tax. And I know, folks, I'm no dummy. I will criticize Trump the same, if not more, than I criticize Obama. That's how you know somebody who's a true patriot, not just beating a drum like an idiot. Like Maxine Waters, the idiot congresswoman, your village misses you, from California, who's already calling for a Trump impeachment before the guy gets installed in office. But I'm going to hold his feet to the fire. I think strong arming companies to stay in the country is disgusting. Get your corporate tax rate down to 15%. Do everything. Come up with the actions that you're promising, and they'll stay. All these jobs, I think, that are, quote, being created, trust me, as a CEO, I wouldn't have jobs already. So if my company got hammered with a Trump tweet, I could shake the tree a little bit and go, hey, look, we magically found 1,000 jobs. We can hire people. They can do that right now. All the money that they're using to buy back their own stock right now, guess what? They could probably find to add 10,000 jobs to Lockheed in Fort Worth. So a little bit of stuff that I don't like going on right now, but it's great for trading. It is actually fun for trading. Goldman absolutely blew it out of the water today. Goldman Sachs, their trading revenue, the investment banking, I think, is going to pick up. Their FIC, fixed income, currency, and commodity trading crushed it. 508 a share earnings versus, I think, forecast was like 482. Crushed it. All right, well, Mr. Smart Guy, your Goldman Sachs position's down a little bit. Okay, so it went down from 10 grand to $6,500 in a month. Wah. If I was not in Goldman Sachs right now, I would use this little pullback to absolutely load the boat with a Jan 19 position, period. And here's what you're going to do right now. Speaking of that, because I'm going to talk about this next week, we're having a full week of live trading and training. You need to head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Okay, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. You can see the full flight schedule of events. It kicks off Monday night at 8 p.m. with kind of an in brief. Then you'll be live trading the whole week, from weekly options to accelerated retirement. We do these a couple times a year, and a couple times a year, and it's the most popular thing we do here at TGO, and this is where we get most of our new members throughout the year from. So I'm going to talk about adding another Jan 19 Goldman Sachs position. We're long JP Morgan in the accelerated retirement model portfolio, and on this little pullback in JP Morgan, I'd be getting long too. JP Morgan crushed it, and this is one of the reasons I sit on my hand in our long call diagonals through earnings. Is it's a coin flip. I don't get it. Goldman's. I know the frustration of a retail trader when you're like, wait a minute, I'm long Goldman Sachs, and they blew it out of the water, Wiz, and the stock's down. Yeah. I told you, I told my folks in the primary live trade brief yesterday, I said most likely Goldman Sachs will be a sell on the news. After a run like this, folks, come on. This ain't my first rodeo. Flat into the election that we completely nailed and predicted with Trump winning and financials going up. A little bit of level to see if what's going to happen. A big pop on stacking your cabinet and high-level positions with Goldman people, and then moving sideways. The next leg in Goldman Sachs is up. Tell me, red team my trade for me, and tell me, why is it going to do this? Is the Fed going to stop raising interest rates? No. Matter of fact, Janet Yellen's going to be fired by Trump. Is Steve Mnuchin from Goldman Sachs not going to do what he says and take away stifling financial regulation? No. So is investment banking not going to pick up under a deal-making president like Trump? No. Trust me, I look at all my trades and say, how am I going to get shot down? Just like flying a Hornet. You never went on a mission going, hey, we're freaking brilliant. This mission can only work and succeed, and we all die. Same thing in trading. I look at what can take me down in this Goldman trade, and I don't see anything yet. There's always a black swan event, folks. I get it. There's always that Rumsfeld unknown that can reach out and touch us, but I think oil, kind of like last January and February last year, not the one we're in or last month, oil going down to $29 again or 26 obviously is going to implode the market. Don't see that. We've seen OPEC, even though they're all running around cheating, they would hold they do the Braveheart hold and try and keep oil prices propped up. But that's the only thing I'm really seeing out there, folks, that can reach out and touch us. Okay, so we're having a blast here at TGO. I'm very passionate about what I do. We absolutely nailed the election. We printed money on financials going up, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. Even got into technology after they initially got slammed on, oh my God, is Trump going to lock up Jeff Bezos, who said he wants to put, last year, I'm going to put that guy in a rocket ship and blast him in outer space if he wins. Jeff, he won. Let Mr. Bezos wake up. Or Tim Cook. No, man. He brought a couple of them to the woodshed up to the tower, and they walked out, and even tech's running right now. So I think I'm still cautiously bullish. This market rally is on words. This market rally is on Trump words. Now, for the next 100 days, it's, all right, dude, do. And if the do gets done, you're going to see the do cause the do the do. That wasn't a plug for Mountain Dew. The market go up. Okay? Again, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle, or keep an eye on your email inbox if you're on our list to register for. It's free, folks. This is about $350 to $400 worth of value. Just joining us for a week to get a look at our portfolios and our trades. It's worth the price of admission. I'll throw a $45 options pocket checklist at you that has about 35 tactics in there. Quick reference guide like I had in the F-18 that I use in trading to be able to put it right next to my computer, get to that tactic, see what it's about, how I manage it, and get out of it. And remember, folks, if you enter your cell phone number, it's optional. I ain't spam, I'm not calling you late night drunk texting. This is if you want to see how we demonstrate our live texting capability during our live trading services. I put on a trade live, I copy the order ticket, put it into a broadcaster, and I look within 2 seconds, and I get a text alert on my cell phone. Okay? So we're going to have a great week next week. Make sure you sign up. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with Wednesday's market SITREP tomorrow.